and welcome to another episode of Doris Homestead Acres. On this episode, just wanted to give another follow-up from a previous video on our native flower beds. A shout out to Vance and Rebecca Clearwater of, I believe, Missouri. This video is for you. And if there are any questions or comments, please make sure to post below. Let's get started with things. This is a flower bed just right off of our front porch here. Lots of yellow in this one. We'll start off these flowers right here. These are a false sunflower, and as you can see, they're fairly aggressive plants. And mixed in here are these, which are yellow coneflowers. Coneflowers are fairly easy identifiable because of their droopy petals that they have. And it looks like we have a honeybee on one of them. We have some goldenrod here that's going to be getting ready to bloom before too much longer. All right, let's go take a walk over here. This area over here, this is a bed that we planted at the same time. And honestly, we've just let it do its thing. The big plant over here that I wanted to show you are all of these. This plant here is purple hyssop. And because this is a super shaded bed, also back in here is some late blooming pale purple coneflowers. And again, you can see the droopy petals, which are characteristic of this flower. All right, let's go scope out some more flowers. So as you can see over here, bulk of what we have are yellow cone flowers. This right here, this grass, it looks like a weed, but this is actually the prairie drop seed that is starting to seed out. And this plant right here, this is bee balm or wild bergamot. And it's, I believe the genus is Monarda. So this plant is actually in the mint family. And kind of tangled in here. I believe we have another specimen in the other bed that's going to be a little bit better. This plant here with its weird kind of spiky balls is Rattlesnake Master. And again, we have some more goldenrod getting ready to bloom. These lovelies are purple coneflowers. This down here is a really unique plant. It really likes sandy soils. This plant right here, this is dotted mint, and this is also a Monarda, which means it is related to the wild bergamot. what look like leaves in that kind of that pale pinky purple, that's actually the flower of the plant. And if you take and kind of crush some of the leaves between your thumb and forefinger, you will have a slightly minty smell. And these here, this is an aster that will be forthcoming. Lots of bees and butterflies on everything, which is great to see. And great big bumblebee. I don't want to get too close to him. This right here that you can see, this is June grass that I spoke about in the first video. And you can see how the seed stalks get that lovely golden color. This plant right here, which is just about done blooming, is purple prairie clover. And again, we have the huge bush, or I wouldn't say bush, but huge clump of prairie dropseed. Let's take a walk over here. This right here, this is a liatris or a blazing star, and these are all the little seed pods that are going to be blooming pretty soon. This grass right here is called side oats grama, and you can see by looking where it gets its name from, when you look at the seeds, they all grow along the side of the stalk, hence side oats grama. This purple plant, this is called hoary vervain. And it's a fairly tall plant. It gets to about, I'd say 3 feet, 2 to 3 feet. Again, a lot more asters, which are going to be great come late summer, early fall here. There's some of the last flowers to bloom along with the goldenrod, so the bees and the butterflies can get their last bit of pollen before winter. All right, let's come over and take a look at the other flower bed and see what we have going there. So this plant right here, if you ignore the yucky Japanese beetles on them, we've had a horrible problem with them this year. This plant is called lead plant. It's a really delicate looking plant, but very, very pretty. And here is a better example of the rattlesnake master. Looks really like it should belong in the Southwest versus here in Wisconsin in the Midwest. Looks like it belongs in the yucca or the cactus family. I'm not sure, so don't hang on my words, but the flowers are just, they're way too cool. Way too cool. And the soft frilliness of the prairie dropseed. Here is another really great example of the June grass. And the striking contrast this time of year with the other grasses that we have planted. This plant right here, this grass, This is little blue stem. The big blue stem can get up to 6 feet tall, so it's aptly named. And again, some more Liatris or blazing star, which should be blooming soon. Let's see here. Lots of Monarda. It's very aggressive plant. I might have to get in and try to do some weeding on it here next year. Some more June grass. Some more prairie clover. This one we're excited to see. This is called butterfly weed. Beautiful, striking orange flowers. The monarchs really are attracted to this one. We had planted more of this, but unfortunately for some reason it struggled, so maybe here the next few years try and get some more planted. And here's some more Cytotes grama growing in. And here is another lead plant. And then right next to it is some little blue stem. These here are, or will be, again, goldenrod. As I mentioned in the first video, I really tried to plant a variety of grasses and flowers that would bloom continuously from spring into fall and in stages in order to give pollinators the best chance and the most variety. In addition, it's throughout the entire season we have beautiful bursts of color. So, well, that's about it. Quick tour of the native flower beds that we have and what's currently in bloom. I'll try to do another video with the blazing star of the Liatris when it blooms, because it's super pretty. In the meantime, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch y'all on another episode.